Hi guys, we are about to play a game called Place Value Race. And it's really simple to get set up. You only need a couple of things. You just need a few pieces of paper, a pen or marker, and then your deck of cards. Now to get started, I've already removed everything that is 10 and above. So remove all of your 10s, your jokers, and your face cards. The only thing that you want in your deck right now are the numbers 1 through 9. So we've gone ahead and done that. On one piece of paper, we've just made a scoreboard. We split it in half with our marker. And this one is optional, but I think it's really great to have out in front of you so that you are reminded of the hundreds, tens, and ones column. The goal of this game is to create the largest number possible. And the fun part about this is that you really have to rely on strategizing, and you also have to rely on your reasoning skills. And this is a really great game to encourage your children to speak about math and talk about their strategies and explain their reasoning. So what you need to do first is draw a card. So I've drawn a 2. Now remember, my goal is to make the largest 3-digit number that I can. And I have 2 questions that I need to answer when it's my turn. Question number 1, which column do I want to put it in and why? And question number 2, what is it worth in that column? So to answer question number 1, this is a really low card. Remember, I've got numbers 1 through 10 in my deck. I'm not going to put a 2 in the hundreds place because I have a lot of other numbers that are much higher than this that I could draw. So I'm going to put this in the ones place for that reason. So that's question number 1. And the second thing that I need to answer is its worth. And 2 ones is worth 2. So I'm going to make my number go across the top here, and Addie is going to make her number going across the bottom. All right, your turn.
4.
Okay, so remember you have 2 questions to answer. Where do you want to put it and why? And then what is it worth?
If I do get a 9, I would of course put that in the hundreds place. But I'm thinking maybe in the 10s?
Why?
Because, 4 is kind of close to 5, and 5 is half
Okay,
of 10,
sure.
which is pretty good.
Okay.
But I might put it in the ones. I think I'll put it in the ones.
Okay, and your second question is what is it worth?
It is worth 4
Good.
if it's in the ones.
All right, so one thing to remember is that your child might say, oh, I think I'm going to put it in the 10s. Don't be afraid to say why. Why really helps them remember that, oh, I have to explain my reasoning. I have to explain my strategy. And talking about math makes place value a lot easier to understand. Okay, so second rule, once you've placed your card down in a column, you may not move it. So once it's there, it's stuck. Here we go. Ooh, 7. Okay, that's pretty high, right?
Yeah.
Because 9 is the biggest number. So instead of putting it in the tens place, I think I'm actually going to put it in the hundreds place because I could probably get a smaller number for the tens place. So 700s is worth 700. Your turn.
A 2.
2.
Really?
So what do you
now
think?
that is not going in the hundreds for 1.
Talk to me about why you don't think it should go in the hundreds place.
200? That's not really good.
Well, and you also know that I have 700.
Yeah.
So you would have to put it here to try to have a chance of beating me. All right. And what's it
No,
worth?
just kidding. It is 20 if I put it in the 10s.
All right. Nice job. All right. So, of course, this is my third card, so I don't have a choice of where I'm putting it, but I'm going to put it in the tens place. And 3 10s is worth 30. All right. Let's hope you get 7 or higher.
7.
Ooh, okay.
But who is higher?
Well, let's find out. What's this worth?
That is 700.
Okay, so now that we have both created our 3-digit numbers, we need to go through and say what our numbers are. So my number is right here going across the top. It is 732. And what's yours?
Mine is 724.
That is really close. Now, when you're getting ready to play this game, you can decide ahead of time how many rounds you want to play. I just won the first round, but the fun part is, say you want to play 3 rounds, you could do 3 numbers, and then at the end you could add up your total and see who wins the game. And you can do this for as many rounds as you want. All right, you want to play one more round?
Sure.
Okay,
This game's fun.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Ooh, Ooh, a 7.
Okay, so remember those two questions. Where and how much is it worth?
I mean, if I put it in the hundreds and I don't get a 9, that would be kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get a higher number and I put it in the hundreds, then I had to either put it in the 10s or the 1s.
Right.
So I think I might put it in the 10s just in case. But
Do you remember what the second question is?
yes, it's 70 if I put it in the
70.
10s.
Nice job. Ooh, I got a 7 as well. And I kind of agree because I could still get an 8 or a 9 for the hundreds place. And since she put the 7 in the 10s, I'm going to do the same. So 7 10s is worth 70. All right. Ooh.
8. See, that's what you get for putting it in the hundreds.
Don't forget to explain why.
100.
Why did you put it there?
I put it there because it's higher than 7, and
Okay.
7 is pretty good for a 10s, I think, too.
Sure. Yeah, that's the second highest card, so that's a good strategy. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I got a 9. That's the highest card I can get. So I am definitely going to put that in the hundreds place, and that is worth 900. All
I
right.
should have told you to go first instead. Ooh, and a 4.
Okay.
Well, anyway, you won because 900 is 100 more.
Well, what's your 4 worth?
My 4 worth is 4 and the
4 ones, yeah. All right, and my last card is 6 ones. That's worth 6. Okay, so my number is 976, and what about you?
Mine is 874.
Okay, so going back up to our scoreboard, 76. And what was yours again?
Mine was 874.
Okay, so we'll just stop here after these 2 rounds, but you could go ahead and add them just to see who wins. And you might be surprised. Sometimes after you do 3 or 4 or 5 rounds of this,
That's crazy.
someone can come from behind and win out of nowhere. So that was a really close game. I had 1,708 and you had 1,598. So good game. All right, so again, this is called Place Value Race, and you really only need 3 things, just a pen, some paper, and some cards. Don't forget when you're playing to encourage your child to explain their strategy and talk about their reasoning out loud, and also to share what those cards are worth. All right, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.